are your thoughts as you see this ritual of democracy, and not like any way we've seen it before because of the pandemic, because of what happened at the Capitol, but yet it goes on? What does it mean to you?
It means our republic lives, the center has held, democracy will return in full spirit. It means to me that when Joe Biden walks into the Oval Office not long from now, science will walk in with him. A reverence for truth will walk in with him. A commitment to seeking bipartisan solutions to our country's problems will walk in with him. Empathy will walk in with him. And I'm overcome with the hopefulness that this ceremony brings to us.
What is the significance of the absence of the outgoing president as part of this? Did Donald Trump, in some ways, do Joe Biden a favor by not being here?
Well, I had to chuckle just a little bit, Lester, when Joe Biden was asked about Trump's decision, and he said it was one of the few things he agreed with him on. You could argue it both ways. In some ways, it would be good for him to be there and uphold the traditions of our country, but under all the circumstances, it's just fine that he's not there.
Mr. Vice President, forgive me for getting personal. I know this is not your favorite subject, but we would be remiss if we didn't ask you what it was like. Because 20 years ago, where were you on this day? You were right there, having lost a hard, bitterly fought election, the recount, 534 votes, and you came. And in fact, I believe you presided over the January 6th certification of the electoral votes as the president of the Senate, since you were vice president then. What was that like for you in those moments? What was going through your mind?
Well, thank you for asking, Savannah. And the answer is actually pretty simple, because the importance of the United States of America in all of human history. In Lincoln's phrase, we still are the last best hope of humankind. And the choice between one's own disappointment in your personal career and upholding the noble traditions of America's democracy is a pretty easy choice when it comes down to it.
Mr. Vice President, we're not just facing a division in terms of political terms and policy terms. We're facing division from people who don't think this is going to be a legitimate presidency, who think that the country is somehow under an assault against freedom. That's a bigger hill to climb than any president has faced in trying to unify a country. How do you think, Joe Biden will go about it?
Well, I think, as others have said, Lester, he is the man for this moment. He is constituted in a way that leads him to reach out to others and build a bipartisan consensus wherever he can. This is hardly the first time, or the second or third or fourth or fifth time, when the side that lost an election feels bitterness and disappointment, but decides after reflection to put the nation first. And I hope very much that those who are still holding on to the lost cause of the outgoing president's reelection, which wasn't to be, will pause and reflect on what's far more important. And what's more important is the United States of America. And I do believe that with the passage of time, we are likely to see the kind of leadership Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are already beginning to provide will bring more toward the recognition that our people have chosen. And all just power is derived from the consent of the governed. The American people made this choice, and their choice is entitled to respect. I believe it will be given that respect in due time by the vast majority of Americans.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.